Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive into creating a contract system in Madden 24, or, more accurately, a system inspired by Madden 24, using C. Since we can't directly mod Madden 24, we'll build a standalone simulation. This will cover player contracts, team finances, drafts, and some basic gameplay simulation elements. Important considerations before we start. Scope. This will be a simplified simulation. Replicating the full complexity of Madden contracts and team management would be a massive undertaking. We'll focus on core concepts. Data input. You'll need to manually input initial player data, names, positions, ratings, stats, and team data. We won't be scraping official Madden data, which could be a copyright issue. Randomization. A lot of the simulation will rely on random number generation to simulate player performance, development, and injury occurrences. Adjust the parameters to get the desired feel. C basics. I'll assume you have a basic understanding of C syntax, classes, objects, lists, and loops. Visual Studio. I'll write examples targeting Visual Studio, or Visual Studio Code with the C extension. You can use other IDEs, but the steps might be slightly different. Project Setup, Visual Studio. 1. Create a new console application project in Visual Studio. Name it something like Madden Contract Sim. 2. Rename program.cs to maddensim.cs or similar. This is optional, but it helps organize the code. Core classes. Let's start by defining the key classes we'll use: player, team, contract, and some helper enums. Explanation of the classes. Position enum represents the possible player positions, QB, RB, WR, etc. Skill tier enum represents a player's skill level, rookie, average, elite, etc. This is derived from their overall rating. Contract status enum represents the status of the player: active, expired, retired, injured. Player class. Name, position, overall rating, age, years of experience, basic player attributes. Stats, a dictionary to hold player statistics for a season. Contract, a reference to the contract object, if the player has one. Status, the player's contract status, active, injured, etc. Injury duration, the number of seasons the player is out with an injury. Develop, simulates player development, or decline, based on age and randomness. Simulate season, simulates the player's stats for a season based on their position. Simulate injury, simulates the chance for a player to get injured. Team class. Name, city, team identification. Cap space, the team's salary cap space. Roster, a list of player objects representing the team's roster. Calculate total salary, calculates the total salary commitment for players on the roster. Sign player, attempts to sign a player to a contract. Checks if the team has sufficient cap space. Release player, releases a player from their contract, freeing up cap space. Display roster, displays the team roster with relevant player information. Contract class. Annual salary, the player's salary per year. Contract duration, the length of the contract in years. Team, a reference to the team object the player is under contract with. Key methods explained in more detail. Player.develop, this method simulates player growth or decline. A random number, development factor, determines the amount of change in the overall rating. This number can be negative, representing a decline. Younger players are more likely to improve, the development factor is increased. Older players are more likely to decline, the development factor is decreased. Math.max, 0, math.min, 100, overall rating plus development factor, ensures the overall rating stays within the bounds of 0 and 100. Player.simulate season, simulates a season for the player. Uses a switch statement based on the player's position to determine which statistics to simulate. Random number generation is used to create realistic, but simplified, stats. Important the ranges in random.next, should be adjusted based on the desired balance and realism. For example, a very high-rated QB should have a higher range for passing yards than a low-rated QB. Player.simulate injury, simulates the possibility of a player getting injured. Injury chance determines the probability of an injury occurring. This chance is modified by position. Offensive linemen are more injury-prone, and age, older players are more susceptible. Random.next double, generates a random number between 0.0 and 1.0. If this number is less than injury chance, the player is injured. Injury duration determines how many seasons the player will be out. The status is updated to contract status.injured. Team.sign player, handles signing a player to a contract. Checks if the team has enough cap space to afford the player's annual salary. If sufficient cap space is available. A new contract object is created. The player's contract property is set to the new contract. The team's cap space is reduced. The player is added to the team's roster. A message is printed to the console. The method returns true, indicating success. If there is not enough cap space, a message is printed, and the method returns false. Team.release player, handles releasing a player from their contract. Checks if the player is actually on the team's roster. If the player is on the roster. The team's cap space is increased by the player's annual salary, releasing the player frees up the cap space. The player is removed from the roster. The player's contract property is set to null. A message is printed to the console. If the player is not on the roster, a message is printed. madden.sim.cs, main simulation logic. Explanation of madden.sim.cs*. 1. Initialization*. Creates two team objects, Bears and Packers, with initial cap space. Creates several player objects with initial attributes, name, position, overall rating, age. Signs some players to initial contracts using the sign player method. 2. Simulation loop*. The for loop simulates multiple seasons, in this case, 5 seasons. Season simulation*. Iterates through all players on both teams. Calls simulate season, on each player to generate their statistics for the season. Calls simulate injury, on each player to simulate the chance of getting hurt. Calls develop, on each player to simulate player development or decline. Asterisk contract expirations asterisk. Asterisk uses linq.where to find players whose contracts are expiring in the current season. Asterisk iterates through the expiring contracts. Asterisk simulates contract negotiation. A random salary and duration are generated, based on the player's overall rating. Asterisk checks if the team can afford to re-sign the player. Asterisk if affordable, the player is re-signed. Otherwise, the player is released. Asterisk roster display asterisk. Asterisk after each season, the display roster method is called to show the updated rosters for both teams. 3 completion asterisk prints a simulation complete message. How to run the code asterisk. 1. Open the project asterisk open the Visual Studio project you created. 2. Build asterisk go to build solution. 3. Run asterisk go to debug start without debugging, or press Ctrl plus F5. 4. Observe asterisk the console window will display the simulation's progress, showing player signings, releases, development, injuries, and team rosters for each season. Enhancements and further development asterisk. Asterisk more realistic salary calculation asterisk use a more sophisticated formula to determine player salaries based on position, overall rating, age, years of experience, and recent performance statistics. Consider using a regression model for salary prediction. Asterisk draft system asterisk implement a draft system where teams can select rookie players. Create a class for draft pick and a method in the team class to handle drafting. You will need a way to generate rookie players with varying ratings. Asterisk free agency asterisk allow players who are released or whose contracts expire to become free agents and be signed by other teams. Asterisk trading asterisk implement a trading system where teams can trade players and or draft picks. This is a complex feature, requiring logic to evaluate the trade's value to each team. Asterisk team performance record simulation asterisk add methods to simulate game outcomes and track team records based on the players on the roster. Asterisk more detailed player stats asterisk expand the stats dictionary in the player class to include more detailed statistics. Asterisk GUI asterisk create a graphical user interface, using WPF, WinForms, or a web framework, to make the simulation more interactive and user-friendly. Asterisk data persistence asterisk save and load simulation data to from a file, example using JSON or XML, so that you can continue simulations later. Asterisk training camp player progression asterisk implement a more detailed player progression system with training camps, skill-specific training, and potential for busts. Asterisk AI for team management asterisk develop AI algorithms to control team management decisions, drafting, signing free agents, trading, for teams other than the one the user controls. Asterisk player archetypes asterisk introduce player archetypes, example pocket passer QB, speedy WR, power RB, that influence their stats and development. Asterisk coaching staff asterisk add coaching staff, head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, that influence player development and team performance. Code example enhancements, adding a simple draft. Explanation of the draft implementation asterisk. Asterisk simulate draft, method asterisk this new method takes a list of teams as input and simulates a multi-round draft. Asterisk draft order asterisk the draft order is simplified in this example, just iterates through the teams in the list. In a real implementation, you'd use team standings to determine the draft order, the worst teams draft first. Asterisk rookie creation asterisk a player object is created to represent the drafted rookie. The name, position, and rating are randomly generated. You'd likely want a more sophisticated system for